Let me make something abundantly clear. No one, but no one in their right mind will say that they want a collapse to happen. However, all of you in your right mind know that a collapse is soon to come. And let me put it like this. I spent 16 years in Cuba in a literal shtf. And what I'm fixing to experience here in the US, when the US collapses, will be nothing in comparison to what I experienced 16 years living in Cuba. Nothing. It will be 100 times worse. 100 times worse. Let me explain something to y'all. The population of Cuba is roughly about 10 million people. It's an island. Easy to control population. The population in Cuba really have no guns, no way to defend themselves. The population is semi-self-sufficient. Semi, quotation marks. Yes, there is a lot of viable land, but there's a lot of lazy land in there too. Lazy land meaning that it's not being cultivated because they don't have tools to do it. They don't have resources to tilt the land and whatnot, and they just don't want to do it by hand. The population in the US is way larger than 10 million people. The population in the US, the great majority of the population live within cities. And if you remember some of my videos, I have said that cities are not for survival. They are for convenience, but they are not for survival. So when hits the fan, the cities are the first ones who are going to experience the plain and simple. So with 90% of people living in cities, and 90% of people now having to deal with craziness, and with 90% of people now flooding the countryside, what do you think is going to happen? Because unlike Cuba, the US does have a Second Amendment. So people, I hope, they are well armed. And I hope that they are prepared to defend what is theirs. I really do hope so. However, here's the problem. How many of those 80% living in cities know how to cook? This is a simple one, know how to cook. Because a lot of people in the cities, they eat out all the time. They know how to raise animals. They know how to till the ground. They know how to plant. They know how to do anything else, field dress an animal. How many of that 80% of people, millions, know how to do none of that? Our resources will be depleted within weeks, if not days. People who are not prepared will come after what is yours. If you are prepared, you're most likely thinking, man, I'm good. You are not. You are not good. And let me explain why. You may have all sorts of plans in your head. Somebody comes in, I have my AR, I'm gonna be on top of my roof, and I'm gonna be sniping people down. It is a lot easier said than done. Many people have issues taking an animal's life. I would say a good 99% of people, 99% of people will have issues taking other lives. I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you disagree with me, put it down in the comment section below. I don't know. This is one of those videos that I contemplated not having in the comments, but I think having a conversation back and forth within the community will be beneficial for all of us. Now, we know the economy is fragile, to put it at best. I'm not going to bore you saying that the economy has become more decadent than ever. I'm not going to bore you telling you that we have more debt than ever. I'm not going to bore you telling you that, well, we have more waste and more theft. It's just rampage. Hopefully Something is being done, I hope. But the economy is at that point of no return. There is no way to return. It don't matter whether or not we have tariffs. It don't matter whether or not we have more taxes. The damage is done. The economy was fragile once upon a time, I would say. Now is on the brink of collapse, if it's not there already. If you disagree with me, let me know down in the comment section below. But I will say this, real soon, you will see the ATM not giving you your money. I will say this too. I will say that during summer, you will see banks closing their doors. You will see more people withdrawing the money, and when that catches on, well, you're just gonna see it. Just wait and see it. Yesterday's video, I told you all that people who mutilate themselves to pretend to be something that they are not, because you only have man and woman, and that is it. And if you were born a man, you will die a man. If you were born a woman, you will die a woman. And everything else, it's just mental issues, and these people need help. It goes with the next thing, social decay. You cannot tell me that there is no social decay. We are in when it comes to society, and we have so many people that we need to help because they have so much mental health issues, and society itself is applauding, saying, no, you don't have mental issues. It's okay to have a sex affirmation, aka mutilation. It's okay. The funny thing is that social decay, you can literally see it more than ever now because we are not united. We are fighting against each other all the time. We all have the same blood. Regardless of where we came from, we are all Americans, and yet people fight over and over and over. And there is a common denominator here. Who is instigating all of this fighting? The system above us. In that system, the government want us to be divided because they want to control us. So have no doubt, and if you disagree with me, down in the comment section below. We are having a social decay. I hope that it gets fixed, but I have strong doubts that it will ever be fixed. But we can only do our part, and those who need help, we need to go and help them, plain and simple, because we need to be united. A population that is not united is easy to control, but when we are together strong, nobody can tell us what to do. We now tell, if we are strong, we now tell the government what to do, not the other way around like it has been for decades now. It goes to my next point. People often say government will save us. We are in this predicament because of government. How can you say the government is going to save us? Government will not save us. Not now, not ever. Whatever good intentions this new administration has, we are just to that point that all I hope for is that they manage the collapse in the best way possible, because we are heading that way. We are heading that way regardless, and government will not save us no matter what. I mean, all they care is about protecting themselves. They care about themselves, and that's it. How many government officials are up there nowadays saying, you can't audit us, you can't audit us? They are fighting you, the taxpayer, because they have been stealing from you, and they don't want to get caught, and they want to continue to steal from you. There's no way government will ever save you. No. Ever. The last thing is that the unprepared will definitely panic. Like I said at the very beginning, 80% of people live in cities, and 80% of people that live in cities, I would say a good, not even half, have a week worth of food in their homes. Not even half. So that is a significant number of people that are not prepared. And I'm being generous here. I really am being generous. So all of those people who are unprepared, they will panic. They will take onto the streets. They will loot. They will destroy, because They have been told that that is okay. And eventually, they're going to go to the countryside looking to what you have. That's just the reality of it. So I want to say that this is not about doom and gloom. It's not about fear-mongering and whatnot. The numbers are clear as day. If you refuse to see them, that is completely up to you. But I'm here to tell you, somebody who actually went through this already for 16 years, what I see coming is it's just going to be a lot worse. You can ignore it if you want to. It is at your own peril. It is your problem. You know, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to share what we do. I'm telling you this right now. Collapse is coming, and it will be bad. And this is not fear-mongering. It is coming. And you will start seeing more and more of the signs, clear as day, that you will not be able to ignore soon enough. With that being said, I hope you have a great one. Like always, rock on, rip on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the links in the pinned comment below. Consider joining our Frontier Prepper Squad or let an adult to you run. It really does make a difference. And always remember, those who prepare today will not struggle tomorrow.